Good morning students. So today I am going to consider your doubts which you have asked the representation of a number on the number line. Okay. So this time I am drawing under root 2, under root 3 and under root 4 if you want. Otherwise 4 is the rational number, so I am taking irrational number 7 and so on. How to get all these, okay, or particular one, right? So draw a number line and marks the numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. If we need, we can extend this number line, right? So we are going to use the Pythagoras theorem in this question, that is h square equals to p square plus b square. H for hypotenuse, p for perpendicular, b for base, known as Pythagoras theorem. I think you must have heard this statement and theorem, and previous videos I also discussed for particular this question. So now let's start from under root 2. So see, this under root 2 can be written as, if I take p as 1 and b also 1. So 1 square is 1, 1 square is 1, that is 2. So this is h square equals to 2 and h equals to under root 2. Suppose we have to show under root 2 on the number line, so we have to take perpendicular as 1 unit and base as 1 unit, make sure, right? To get the value of under root 2, take p and b both as 1. So 1 means 1 unit, or 1 unit may be taken as 1 centimeter and even 2 centimeter or 1.5. It is up to you, because we can convert that numbers also. So 1 unit we have taken here, that is the base, this is known as base, and now at the point 1 draw 90 degree with the help of compass only. Okay, use geometry box, draw the line, okay, and from this point cut one arc so that it is also 1 unit. So O, take this point as A, this one as B, join O to B. So this is what? Hypotenuse, that is just opposite to this 90 degree. Hypotenuse is just opposite to 90 degree, it is that side, okay. And this is what? Under root 2. This is the explanation that why this is under root 2. So perpendicular square plus base square, then this length becomes under root 2. So after that, this length OB, we can draw one arc taking O as center with distance B. So take OB as radius and draw an arc. So it must be lying in between 1 and 2, because the value of root 2 is 1.7 something. Okay. So this point must be, let this point be P. So this P point is the value of under root 2. So this is number line. We can read from here, because here we can't read. We can show only this length is showing under root 2. But to measure this, you can measure, draw an arc with the same length. So this will be the value of under root 2. Even you can measure this geometrically. This will be 1.41 something. So measure with the help of scale, and you will see it is near about, okay, 1.41. Now root 3. Some of you have asked, sir, how to draw under root 3. Okay, so we can proceed under root 3 from this much only, right? It means even you need to draw under root 3. So you have to draw first of all under root 2. Only then in the next step you are able to draw under root 3. So now at this point B, draw right angle. At the point B, on this side OB, draw a right angle, and this will be as 1 unit. This length would be 1 unit. Cut an arc, that this is the point C, and this BC is what? 1 unit. Now join this point C to this O. So this is the origin. Now this is perpendicular, this is 90 degrees, so hypotenuse, okay. So this is root 2, this is 1. So we are taking base root 2 and this one is 1. So the value of this OC, value of this OC will be under root 2 square, that is base square, or perpendicular is 1 square. Plus 1 square. So under 2 square is 2, 1 square 1, so 3 OC or OC will be under root 3. So it means this length OC is showing under root 3. Okay, so this is how that you can get so many under roots and make sure this will be looking like a spiral. Okay, if you draw the arc again, to get this under root 3 value, take OS center with C radius, OC radius, draw an arc, this will be coming here. So this is the another point and this is the value of under root 3. Same as if you want to get under root 5, 7, so again draw perpendicular at this OC 90 degree with the help of compass, again 1 unit. Every time you need to take 1 unit here, 1 unit, and again join this point. So this is the value of 1 square or root 3 square. This is the root 3, this is 1. Root 3 square 3 plus 1. So this is under root 4. You can measure this will be 2. Again if you proceed 1 unit, okay, join this again. So that is the value of under root 5. Then again take 1 unit, under root 6. So this is how you will be getting what, under root 5, under root 6, under root 7 and so on. And finally you will see, you will get a spiral, that is a curve like this if you proceed further in this way. Okay, so this is how that you get to know all these types of numbers. Clear? The next question I am taking of the exercise. Question number 5. Rationalize the denominators. So in this question, we have to do rationalize the, so everybody knows denominators what? If I write a fraction x upon y or p by 2, so this number is called x, that is numerator, and this number which written down this is known as denominator. So we have to rationalize the denominator. It means in denominator some number will be coming, we have to make it rationalize. So let's solve. What is the way? See, first part 1 upon under root 2. So this number is under root 2, that is rational number. So we have to rationalize this. So to rationalize this, we have to multiply with the same number in numerator and denominator. This is what we do. It means the same number which is to be rationalized, because this is irrational, so it is to be rationalized. So we have to multiply with the same number in numerator and denominator. Why? See, under root 2 into 1, under root 2, and under root 2 into under root 2 becomes under root 4. Under root 4 means, under root 4 means 2. So you have learnt under root 4. If you do not know, so see, we will factorize. Now make pair and write only one number out of this pair. So this is how that we can find square root of any number. So under root 2 upon 2, and this is the answer. Why? Because we have to rationalize this, I mean convert this number into rational number. So see, 2 is what? Rational number. So hence this is the solution. Let's solve one more part. So in first part there were only one number, that is under root 7, and in second part we have two irrational numbers. In rest of the parts also two irrational numbers are there, root 7 and root 6. So in this type of number we have to rationalize denominator. So we have to multiply and divide by the same number as we have taken in first part, same number, then minus. So we will have to take just opposite sign. This is the not point, that is conjugate. Conjugate means this minus sign. If there is minus, so we will take here plus, plus, or if there is minus, so if there is plus, so minus, minus. That is opposite sign we have to take both of the points. Okay, this is the note point. How to rationalize? This is the rule. Now 1, we will get same number. Now we can either multiply. We can multiply these rational numbers. Two brackets are there. If you want, you can use the bracket, as we have learned in previous part how to product. Or see a minus b, a plus b. Here clearly the identity which we have already studied, a minus b, a plus b. So use this for easier calculations, a square minus b square, and out 6 square, and in the next numerator no change, root 7 square is 7 minus under root 6 square is 6. Why? Let's see. Under root 6 squares means under root 6 into under root 6. Understand this fact while we are writing directly. Okay, you can write even in these one of the steps. Square means 2 times. Now 6 into 6 is 36. Both are in square root, so we can multiply. Now factorize this. Do the prime factor. Now we see one pair, another pair, take one number 6. So under root 6 square equal to 6. You can even write it directly. Okay, that under root 6 into under root 6. Even you can say under root 6 into 6. So pair is forming. So you can write it directly. If you want to reduce some steps, you can also do the same question this way. So because of this property, I am using root 7 square 7 and 6. Root 7 plus root 6 upon 1. So under root 7 plus under root 6. This is the answer. So I hope you got the point. So same as the remaining parts, only the number is changed, but the method remains same. If there is minus, so take plus, that is opposite sign, and same numbers to be numerator and denominator. Then use 100% in all the questions. A square minus b square will be formed. A square minus b square means squares. So the same way you can do the other question. So do practice the examples as well. Thank you very much.